Hello everyone, this is Andrew from Crown Academy of English. Today's lesson is an English grammar lesson and the subject is types of nouns. So let's start. So what is a noun? Well, a very quick revision. A noun refers to lots of things and I'm going to give you some examples. It refers to a person. So here are some example nouns: boy, girl, student, doctor, teacher, Mark, Jane, father. So these are all nouns that refer to a person. We can also have a noun referring to a place: school, London, village, city, bedroom, France. Or a thing, or an object. Example: telephone, chair, pen, dress, bottle. Or an event: a concert, party, conference, meeting, lesson. Or even a substance: water, acid, wood, iron. Or a quality: beauty, intelligence, charisma, height, weight. Okay, so these are examples. These are all examples of what a noun refers to. Okay, so we're now going to organize nouns by type. So we're now doing, we're now organizing them to help us with the grammar. So it is useful to organize nouns by their type. Each type has its own characteristics and rules. Okay, so by doing this, by putting a noun into a particular group, it helps us with the rules, with the grammar rules. Okay, so there are three common methods of organizing nouns by type. So method one, we have proper nouns and common nouns. So this is one method or one way of organizing nouns by type. So a noun is either a proper noun or a common noun. Another method, so another dimension, is countable nouns, and uncountable nouns. And don't worry, I'm going to explain these in this lesson and this. And the third method is concrete nouns and abstract nouns. So we're going to look at all of these during this lesson. And finally, we can also categorize nouns as compound nouns and collective nouns. So these are two other types of nouns which are a little bit different. So I'll explain these at the end of the lesson. Okay, so let's start with proper nouns and common nouns. So proper nouns are the names of a particular person, place, or thing. So it's a specific person, place, or thing. We are not talking in general. We are talking about a particular person, place, or thing. And proper nouns, they always begin with a capital letter. Okay? So here are some examples: Spain, Tokyo, Asia, Europe, Alps, Mark, Jane, Prime Minister. So notice that they all start with a capital letter. So Spain is a country and it starts with the capital letter S. Tokyo is a capital city, so it's a city, so we start it with a capital T. Alps, these are mountains between France and Spain. Sorry, I'm getting confused with the Pyrenees. The Alps are mountains in France and Switzerland, and I think Italy as well, and Austria, I think. Yes. Tell me in the comments if that is right. And then we have Mark and Jane, which are people's names, and the Prime Minister, which is a title. Okay, so they all have capital letters. Common nouns are different. It's the opposite, in fact. So common nouns are all the others. So common nouns are the names of a person, place, or thing in general. So we're not talking in particular. We are not talking about specific people or places or things. Therefore, they do not begin with a capital letter. So here are some examples. We have the word country, city, continent, mountain, man, woman, politician. So notice that these are general, and these are specific examples. So country. The word country is just a common noun. It starts with a small letter C. But Spain, it is a particular country. It's a specific country, so it starts with a capital S. And it's the same with city, continent, mountain, man, woman, politician. So common nouns. This is the biggest group, this is the biggest type. Most nouns in English are common nouns. Okay? Countable nouns and uncountable nouns. And I have a very good video about this on my channel. It's a separate lesson. And I'll give you a link to that video at the end of this lesson. And it is also in the description of this video. But this is a very quick revision. So countable nouns, we can count countable nouns because they are separate objects. Example, cat, apple, chair, house, cup, sandwich, pen. Countable nouns have a singular and a plural form. Example, apple in the singular. The apple is very nice. So the verb be takes the singular form also, okay? Because it agrees with the subject. And the apples are very nice. So here we have it in the plural. So in the plural we add an S. The apples are very nice. So the verb be is in the plural form. So these are both correct. But uncountable nouns refer to the names of materials, liquids, concepts, mass objects without boundaries. And we cannot count uncountable nouns because they are just one big mass or idea. They are not separate objects. So examples, sugar, butter, rice, pasta, salt, bread, milk, and water. And of course there are many other examples. Uncountable nouns only have a singular form. So here is the singular form of pasta. And this is the only form. The pasta is very nice. But this is wrong. We do not have a plural form of an uncountable noun. So the pastas does not exist. This is wrong. And so therefore this is wrong as well. Okay, so we can't say this. We always have the singular form. Concrete nouns and abstract nouns. Concrete nouns refer to things and objects that we can see and touch. So they are real physical objects that we see them and touch them. Example: computer, lamp, plate, bed, mirror, wall, car. Okay, so they are real things that you can see them and touch. They are objects. But abstract nouns, on the other hand, they refer to ideas, concepts, and feelings that we cannot touch. Okay, very important. So these are not physical objects. Examples: intelligence, belief, faith, courage, freedom, romance, justice. So I'm sure you all understand these are ideas and concepts and feelings. You can't see them. So we say that they are abstract nouns. Compound nouns. So a compound noun is made up of two or more words. So here are some examples. Living room. So here we have two words, but this is one compound noun. Washing machine. It's two words, but this is in fact one object, one compound noun. It's the machine in which you wash your clothes. Dog food. So it's two words, but this is one compound noun. So it's one entity. So it's food for a dog. Bus stop. It's two words, but it is one thing. This is the place where you wait for a bus. Okay? So it's one noun with several words. And sometimes there is a hyphen between the words. So a hyphen is a little punctuation mark. It's a little line. Here it is. This is a hyphen. So here are some examples. 3 examples. Dry cleaning, father-in-law, newlyweds. So dry cleaning, this is the type of cleaning that is done with chemicals. So often you wash a suit. A man, you will wash his suit at the dry cleaners. Okay? Father-in-law. This is someone in your family. For example, if I was married, if I had a wife, then the father of my wife would be my father-in-law. Okay? And the mother of my wife would be my mother-in-law. Okay? Newlyweds. Weds here is an abbreviated form of wedding, in fact. So newlyweds, these are people or a couple who got married recently. Okay? So if Mark and Jane got married last week, then Mark and Jane are newlyweds. They are newlyweds. So this is referring to a couple, people. 2 people who recently got married. Okay, so some of them have a hyphen. Collective nouns. Collective nouns refer to groups of people, animals, or things. Here are some examples. Audience, company, family, flock, herd, government, staff, team. Audience, this is, for example, if you go to the theatre, and the people who are watching, the people who are the members of the public, they are the audience, or that is the audience. Okay. Flock, this is a group of birds. This is the name for when birds fly together. So a flock of birds are in the sky. And a herd, this is a group of animals. For example, a herd of sheep, or a herd of cows. So it's a group of cows or sheep. Okay? Now, this is where it gets a little bit complicated. And if you want me to do a separate lesson, a separate video about this, then tell me in the comments, because in this video I only talk about it very briefly. So collective nouns can be treated as singular or plural. It depends on the context. So for example, we can say, my family is small. So in this sentence, we are treating family as a singular noun. And we know this because the verb be is also in the singular form. So here we are focusing on the word family as a unit. Okay, as a unit. But we can also treat the word family as a plural. And here is an example of family being used as a plural, because we are saying are. My family are waiting in the car. So why are we treating it as a plural here? Well, it is because in this context we are focusing on the members of the family, the people that make up the family. So in my head, when I say this, I'm thinking of my brothers and sisters and my parents who are in the car. Okay, my family are waiting in the car. Okay. Another example, the company is listed on the London Stock Exchange. So again, here we are focusing, this is the singular, and we are focusing on the word company as a unit. But here, the company have offered me a promotion. So here we are focusing on the people who work in the company. So I'm saying this and I'm thinking of the people, the managers who have offered me a promotion. So it's just, it depends on what we're focusing on. So here, company is listed. In fact, this is the passive present. So it is listed. This is singular. And here we are using the present perfect. And this is the third person plural form. The company have offered me a promotion. So here we are treating it as a plural and here as a singular. Okay? If you want me to do a separate video about collective nouns or any of the other types of nouns, if you want me to do a separate video on one of the other types, then tell me in the comments and I will try to do that for you. I already have a separate video for countable and uncountable nouns, and I'll give you the link for that straight away. Okay, so here we are. Here is the countable and uncountable nouns video, and here are some other videos. And if you're interested in a private online lesson, then click here for the prices.